And I said, bitch, we gonna go through with this mission. I sent that boy on Snapchat and did, and I do it again. And I'm tired of people playing me. I'm also gonna be like showing what I use to treat acne. See, what had happened was I started talking with this guy when I was like 17. I don't think I'm gonna post this video.
At the end of the day, bitch, stick what you stick to and say what the fuck you say and mean what the fuck you say.
I wanted to be a little thought or whatever. I downloaded this app. I was 17, but I was turning 18, so like, chill.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Anyways, on a one fateful Sunday evening, I'm just scrolling through that bitch, and I'm just, and then I see this nigga, and I'm like, ooh. So I swiped right, and that shit matched. And when I say my heart dropped to my ass, I was like, I'm not ugly, but
You're a victim.
before I get more into it, I just want to say this happened like a while back. I didn't want to talk about it because I'm trying to heal. Besties, I'm trying to heal. Like, this man put me through this. He put me through my feels, and I'm still going through it every day. Every day is a struggle. Every day is a struggle, and I'm trying to heal from this. But you know what? I want to talk about it because we gotta talk about it because I feel played, and I'm tired of people playing me. But I didn't go and like DM him. And I match with someone on Tinder. I usually wait for them to see if like they're gonna DM me first. So I usually wait that shit out. Like I'll wait it out for like a week. I waited like a week and a half for a DM from him, but I never got that shit. Like the baddie I am, because I'm a bad. Literally DM'd him and I was like, hi. First thing I'm gonna be using, if y'all wanna know, I'm doing my nighttime skincare. Something caught my eye.
What the fuck is it gonna take to get rid of this bitch?
Anyways, bro, this shit go hard. I DM'd him and he didn't reply back. I had to wait like say 5 days. I just remember like thinking about it. Like I just remember thinking so hard about my DM because I was like, I really want this man. But what do I do if he don't want me? So that was one of like the first big decisions I ever had to make. And I almost went to jail. He was like, hey, you're cute. I was sipping over somebody I didn't even know. I'm the type of bitch, if you leave me on delivered for over a week, obviously I did the same thing. And I left his ass on delivered for like a week, maybe. Let me stop lying. Y'all know I didn't leave that man on delivered. As soon as I got that notification, bitch, I was like, ooh. That shit back, and I sent that boy on Snapchat and did, and I do it again. We added each other on Snapchat, which it was weird at first because he didn't add me back. He added me, but he still didn't reply back. I don't know why. I don't, but that should have been a red flag. That was red flag number one. Red flag number one. What are we gonna call him? We're gonna call him Sammy. After that, Sam and I, we started just Snapchatting, sending memes. It was all good. It was all cute. Mind y'all, I was, parading like I was already 18, but y'all know how Snapchat shows that little birthday thing, your birthday. On my story, I posted like about my birthday, and I posted something saying like I cried because I was like, it's my 18th birthday, and I cried. I posted some shit like that, corny ass shit. This is the reason why I don't post on Snapchat. I swear, this is why I don't post on Snapchat anymore. I posted that, saying I'm 18. Whole time I was been supposed to be 18, so what you talking about? Surprisingly, he didn't have a problem with that, which should have been red flag number 2, but y'all know I don't give a shit about that. Y'all need to hear this. If you're on Tinder, you're not gonna find the love of your life. Get the fuck off of here. Why you still can't, y'all, because you're not gonna find the love of your life on there. I can tell you that. I'm a living testament to that shit. I was talking to him and I was like, dang, I really like you. Cause I was talking to like I was talking to like probably guys at that time. And literally like I wasn't feeling none of them. I wasn't feeling none of them like I was feeling him. We decided we were gonna link, but we had one obstacle. He lived 2 hours away. Here's red flag number 3. Yeah, I do want to say that I was 18 when I went to meet him. I was of legal age. When we planned on hanging out, I told him that I was gonna go down there and I was gonna go see him. Here's the red flag I'm talking about. To be honest, I really love the highway. Okay, so it's me editing this, and I just want to say the red flag that I was talking about. As me like being an 18-year-old, why should I have to drive to meet a 22-year-old? But what, bitch? What? You remember how I was saying he took like a while to reply back? Basically, we planned to meet up on this specific day. I asked him, I was like, yo, so what do you want to do? Because I was like, I really want to meet you, and you seem like you want to meet me. And he was like, yeah, I do. I was like, okay, so what time? Yo, when I say this man never replied, like it took him like 4 hours, and by the time he replied back, it was like 8 o'clock. So my job, he lived 2 hours away from me. Nonetheless, because like the baddie I am, I still went. So I got in my car. I went lying to my grandma. I told my mom that I was spending the night at my grandma's house, and told my grandma I was going back home. I told him I was okay, I'm on my way. And here's where I went wrong. So I lied. I was like, yeah, I'm already in your city. So boom, he sent me his location, and I told him that I was in, which he was in, is very big. So like even that shit was still like an hour away. Where he was, it was like 3 hours, because it was 2 hours for me to get to, and it was like another hour just to make it from like the far side of Houston all the way to that side. Like it was literally an obstacle course trying to get to him. I was like, I'm in my aunt's house, and I'm like, what you want to do? He was like, okay, cool, come. I know that song. 80 and a 60. So child, basically that was me. I was doing 80 and a 60, and guess what? I got pulled over. That was my first fucking ticket. I almost peed on myself. I thought that was the ambulance. Sometimes the ambulance do be on the highway. So I'm like, they not pulling me over. Not me, child. On my job, I was just keeping up with traffic. So I was like, he can't pull me over for keeping up with traffic. 10 minutes later, I was on the fucking curb with 12 behind me. My job snuck out. I couldn't call no one. The only person I was able to call was my cousin. I was like, I got pulled over because I was scared I was gonna get shot. Cause y'all know, at this point, I get my ticket, I'm ready to do. I'm being really nice to the officer. Pull off, and I'm texting him because he was blowing my phone up. Literally texting, the fuck you gonna do? He was going off on me because he was like, I thought you were near. What are you doing? So I lied. I was like, yeah, I'm already near. So I told him, I was like, yo, I got pulled over. And he was like, what? And then after that, y'all, guess what? I still proceeded. I said, bitch, we gonna go through with this mission. Should have turned around. No, mind you, I'm almost like an hour away, and out of nowhere I just called my dad because I'm like, Dad, I got a ticket. And he went off. He was like, you don't get your, y'all know how black parents be. I was basically like, yeah, this is kind of stupid. Like, yeah, I'm gonna turn around. So, and that shit was a total waste of gas. Turned my big-headed ass, dumbass. I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I literally don't know. I was just stupid. And I go off on him. I'm like, you gotta pay my speeding ticket. He was like, I'm not paying shit. And I was like, I went back home. I didn't know what to tell my mom. My mom was like, yo, I didn't know what to do. And then I had a speeding ticket on top of that. So I was like kind of lost. I was literally hanging on by a fucking thread. I didn't know if I was about to cry, if I was about to go take a shower, if I was gonna go jump off a cliff. After that, we kind of like talked a little bit, and he was like, you could come like some other time. And I was like, yeah, I guess, but not really. I don't know. My parents always put me in summer classes. Bro, I need a haircut. I really wanted to hang out with him, but obviously I couldn't. I was in summer school. I was like, hey, we can hang out after I'm done with school. Summer school is literally only like for a month. We can hang out after that. I didn't feel like doing all the driving back and forth, so I was like, yeah. Especially because of me, I speed too much, so like I need not to be driving. I kind of started leaving him on delivered just like a little bit. I feel like if you leave people on delivered, it builds character, more desired by that person, especially if you like don't pick up at all. Yeah, after that, we kind of like lost touch a little bit. Then one day he told me, should I say to this? I feel like I shouldn't say this. I don't want to say this because it's really private. He knew a lot about me, but I didn't know shit about him. Basically he threatened, like he used something really personal that I told him basically against me, and that shit was hella weird. And I was red flag number 5. Y'all know I did not listen. I was still really persistent, and I didn't. I started just like combining all this shit together. My friends were like, you need to dump him. Not dump him because we weren't an item. They were like, you need to like drop him. And I was like, yeah, I kind of should. My friends were really fucking mad at me for that shit. They were like, you could do so much better. I didn't listen. Like I just was so, I feel like it's weird when you like don't know somebody but you do know them. Kind of like a parasocial relationship. Not even parasocial because it wasn't even that. Just like I started getting attached, and that's when I learned that I get attached to people really fast. It's just so weird. I really like just like feel like an energy vampire at times. Like I just feel like people drain my energy. So like when I do meet new people, it's like I'm really attached to that one person that who doesn't actually drain my energy in every fucking like brain cell in my fucking brain, because I only got like 2, and he didn't do that because he probably only had 1. After that, we had like started. I'm not gonna tell y'all. I know, sending a little pic, which I know you shouldn't, but like obviously we're in 2022. Who gives a fuck about news these days? Certainly not me. Let me shut up. Everything was fine, but then this is like the most crucial part of this story. He was DL. He was gay on a down low. You could research it. So like he was bi though. I was really toxic. I would always tell him like go date a girl. I would literally tell him that. I would tell him that when I would get in like my really moody phases, I would be like, you could literally just date a girl. Like obviously I've learned from that shit because that like happened like a while ago. We matured from that. So I'm not that stupid anymore. But like it was just driving me insane. Like it was just like mind game. Yo, I'm embarrassed. If I want to keep something, I post that shit to a secret story nobody knows, and I screenshot that shit. I sent this on June 9th at 2. I sent this shit at 2:33 in the morning because I was like, he needs to hear it. I bet if you think I'm being annoying after reading this, but I have a big ass crush on you. Why did I send him? All right. I was like, okay, I had a crush on you and I want to get to know you. So like I wanted to get to know him more because I didn't know, I told y'all I didn't know shit about him, but he knew like a shit ton about me. He said that shit about my parents because like I told him some really personal ass shit. It made me sad because I'm not gonna say that. I never dated anyone in my life because I'm picky with guys I talk to because men are gross. And then I saw him that shit, and he basically told me, he was like, oh, you're cute. Also, there was this thing that I didn't know if he was gay, straight, bi. I didn't know. Like, this was way before, like, I knew bi or if he was straight or whatever the fuck he was, because he kept, like, giving me mixed ass signals. And that's why, basically, I would always tell him that, like, you want to date a girl, like, what do you want? And I would always ask him shit like that, because he kept confusing me because I thought he was straight and I didn't want to offend him. And I was literally apologizing my ass off to him, which is why I asked him I was being annoying, because I was like, I didn't know you were straight, I'm sorry, because I was like, I don't know, he just played too many mind games. He was like, you're cute, I really like you too, and I want to get to know you too. And after that shit, I was like, oh, I think I found my hubby. Yo, that shit hurt. And that shit happened, I was literally swooning. I had never had someone tell me shit like that, or tell me stuff like that would just make me gush. And after that shit, I was like, And then he had to go open up his mouth. We were arguing back and forth like on a daily. Basically argue, leave each other on open. I blocked him a couple times. Homie had a couple text now accounts. And you know, it was a chaotic relationship, to put it best. I'm happy that it ended, but it still hurt because the way it ended, heartbreaking. Let me know if y'all want part 2 to this, because like I'm trying to fit as much as I can in this video, but I look stupid right now and I don't like being on camera looking stupid. Like, I gotta go to school in the morning.
At the end of the day, bitch, stick what you stick to and say what the fuck you say and mean what the fuck you say.